Ugh. This will make a pleasure of land rail.
Dangerous thing I ever seen.
Tireless, I tell you.
It's a blessed marvel it is.
Idiots.
Ain't that contraption a sight, John Henry?
Doc smell the power of bolts, you'll ask me. Don't sweat or get hungry or get parched. It's change, Brawley. Change ain't always a welcome thing. What could be wrong? It does all the work for us, Big John. That's so, brothers. I see men fetching water and food for it. Looks more like we're working for it instead of the other way around.
Same ways we fetch you biscuits and beans, John Henry.
Now you done it, Cletus.
No offense, Big John. Don't be swinging that wedge my way here.
You boys scrape up some of them biscuits and beans, okay? Give me the steam till that devil's device in my dust.
Coming up, brother.
Smith, have you learned anything of that steam hammer that arrived in the night?
Nothing, Mr. Van Flint. I've checked supply manifests and work orders, and there's no mention of any such machine.
Then why Sacramento, Smith? I want to find the source of this hammer and order a dozen more like it. Astounding. Positively astounding. Entirely mechanical beings. You have your own society, your own will. Who created you, Shockwave?
We are born of Cybertron, the living world, Tobias Muldoon. A planet millions of light years from your own.
Another planet? Your kind are from the stars? For what purpose have you traveled to Earth?
All will be known to you in time, Tobias Muldoon. The world above is greatly altered, my brothers. The dominant species is called human. I bring you one of their number, Tobias Muldoon.
And they have achieved what level of technology, Shockwave?
They forge steel and run land and sea conveyances, Starscream. These are powered by inert ossified organic matter.
Have they developed flight?
That science is within their grasp, Montaigne.
Are you conversant with the technology of this world, human?
I am a scientist and engineer.
Then you shall play a part in our plan.
Plans? What is the nature of your plans?
Your world is on the threshold of great advancements. My fellow Transformers and I can help you, Tobias Muldoon, usher your planet into a new age. It will be an age of combining the imagination of man with the power of machine. Great cities of light, with each city joined by highways of steel. And one day soon, your kind will reach the stars as we have.
That is an unprecedented opportunity, to be sure. Sir, but my world runs more than coal and coke. My work requires funding. Unless you fellows have brought a great deal of currency with you,
Currency? Tell me about this concept, Tobias Muldoon.
Well, I'll try to explain how the economy of my world works. So, everybody's telling me that you're the future, huh? Steel and steam are no replacement for muscle and sweat. Never will be.
I'm not here to replace you, John Henry.
Who said that?
My name is Bumblebee. I'm here to help you, to help all mankind.
Lord Almighty, I must be sunstruck.
I come from a place far from here. My fellow Autobots and I wish to bring your planet to a new age of science.
Far from here? You one of them new French locomotives?
We were each created for a designated task. We only wish to fulfill that task.
You just want to work. Well, I can respect anyone who wants to earn his own way. Man or machine. Put her there, friend.
There?
Shake the hand of a hammering man, Bumblebee.
Thank you, John Henry.
Awful lot of guns on this run, Abner. Don't you know what's in them cars back there, Rod? More cash and billion than you'll see in a lifetime, Abner. Them cars was loaded at the mint in Denver.
Will we get a ride to California out of it, I guess?
Troopers, put the stogie out. We're running dark for security's sake.
Dang fool would have the sand to rob a federal shipment.
Abner, look, down the tracks. A train. Eyeball is right for us. This tax was supposed to be cleared all the way to Sacramento.
The locomotive is breaking apart.
It ain't breaking, Amna.
It's changing.
Troops, form a line of fire. Defend the train.
Shrapnel, the cargo is in the conveyance ahead.
You two cover my progress, bombshell.
Why bother? These human weapons are weak.
The cargo is here. Just as the decoded telegraph messages told us.
Metal boxes.
There are several more inside.
What value are these to Starscream?
It's the contents of these boxes is he sent the Insecticons for. These papers and metals have great value to humans.
Sheets of pressed inert plant matter with pictures of humans on them?
What could these be worth to anyone?
Millions. Millions and millions. The main factory can be placed here with the coal furnace and machine house close by. But constructing a facility of this scale in a location as remote as this will be problematic. We're far from a water supply or source of materials.
Secrecy is of the utmost importance in our plans, Tobias Muldoon.
All true, Starscream. Only the distance from a rail line greatly complicates our task. We will need to acquire even more financing and raw materials.
That facet of production is being addressed, even as you and I speak, Tobias Muldoon. Task completed, Starscream.
The Insecticons have come through again.
I don't understand, Starscream. What task has been completed?
We bring you the goods you require. Stacks of paper and metal bars.
Where did you come upon this fortune? It's more money than I've ever seen in one place.
I hope it is enough to begin our operations. When you run low, I will acquire more, Tobias Muldoon.
Tell me I'm not gone mad.
Who would order 20 wagons of goods brought to this gosh-forsaken place?
If this shipment were not paid for in advance, I'd say we're on a fool's errand.
Bless me if that ain't a railhead before us. Are you Mr. Tobias Muldoon?
I am, sir. Have your men unload their freight right here. You've enough lumber and steel here to build a town. Is that your aim, Mr. Muldoon? Of a sort. Golly, Ned, the railroad was robbed of $1 million in gold and cash. It was an army trade heading for Sacramento.
Who have the gall to hold up an army train?
Soldiers said the train was attacked by machines. They said a big old locomotive turned into some kind of steel monster.
Those troopers must have been drunker than skunks.
You've ever heard of anything like this, John Henry? Engines turned into steel monsters? Nope. Sounds like bourgeois to me.
Decepticons. It has to be Decepticons.
If they've awakened, we can only wonder how long they've been active.
John Henry was surprised at seeing me. I guess Transformers are new to this world.
Bumblebee's right. If Megatron and his kinds were reactivated for any length of time, this world would bow to Megatron. That still doesn't excuse Bumblebee exposing himself to a human.
The life forms of this Earth might be in danger from our enemies. We'll have to trust some humans if we're going to protect them.
I see no need to activate Optimus Prime, but we will have some catching up to do. We will also need to send our hunters to find the Decepticon base of operations. They'll be taking full advantage of any technology this world offers. Their lair will be in a remote location, but cannot remain hidden long. Their very industrious ways will betray them. This is an integral part of my plans for Earth. The fool Tobias Muldoon has supplied us with his plans for flying craft. A fleet of winged Decepticons will serve as scouts. You will fly the path ahead of the Astro train. You will lead the way, Skywarp.
As you command, Starscream.
Tobias tells me of a great electrical power generator under construction to the east. A coal power plant, which will provide the energy I need to my further goals. The subjugation of this planet and the destruction of Megatron.
What about the Autobots, Starscream?
They slumber, Skywarp.
And should they awaken, they can do nothing to stop the Astro Train's progress toward New York City.
And whom might I announce is calling, sir? Tobias Muldoon, for the lady of the house.
Tobias? My stars, you took a fright.
A week on the road, Kitty, without benefit of lodging or bath. I apologize for my appearance, but I did not know where to turn.
Cleveland, help him out of that coat.
Yes, Miss Merriweather. You see, I've uncovered a grave danger to America, to the entire human race.
Muldoon, have you returned to bore us with more of your tiresome fantasies? I thought I had denied you the company of my daughter.
Please, Sanford, if you would indulge a house guest. If the lad has a fantastic tale to tell, I for one would enjoy hearing it.